What's going on, guys? It is Thursday, not Wednesday, but it is 7:40-ish. It's the Geek Saga. I'm Eugene, and my freaking other host over there, David. What's going on, David?
Not much, man. Just fucking recovering from the sickness still. Can't wait for it to go away completely.
Are you down with the sickness?
I am down with the sickness. If I cough too hard, I'm dropping plates at the same time.
Well, dude, you're looking a little. I mean, did the sickness start taking away from the? You're looking a little slimmer there.
I'm not doing nothing, dude. Literally just running errands and making breakfast, lunch, and dinner here at the house for the kids. Except for today, I ate Jack in the Box. But yeah, I mean, I can't really do much, bro. I can't lift anything. I can't move anything. I hope my uniform fits me better when I put it back on. Shit.
Yeah,
Actually, you know what it is? I think it's the goatee. It makes my face look thinner.
Is it? Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna say it's the facial hair, dude.
All right, we'll go with that because today Guzman got on the scale with his plates on. He's all like, "Oh damn, I'm 140," and I'm
With
like,
his plates on,
with his plates on.
dude, he's lost. That means he's lost weight since he started.
Well, so then I'm like, all right, let me go check out. I throw on my plates and I got the belt. I've got the whole uniform on. Standing, yeah, 248 pounds. I'm like, God damn. I was like, damn. That's all right. Let's just say 10 pounds. Let's just no. You know what? I would say
I think it's like 12 pounds for the vest and the belt.
And the belt and everything else. Okay, so that's 12 pounds is off. All right. That's still in the 230s. Now we dropped the uniform, so I'm in the 220s.
Well, uniform's only
I got my boots on. Damn it.
6 to 7 pounds with the boots on.
Okay, well still
the uniform's lighter.
Down to like 230 something down into so I'm in the 220s. All right.
There you go.
So I got
Is that about right?
To go. I gotta drop.
Is that about right?
That's about right. Yeah, it's about right. It's sad, but it's about right.
I think I'm right. I think I'm sorry. I think I'm weighing in at like I flex between 178 and 183. Like,
dude,
that's heavy for me at 5'3".
I remember the days when I was like hitting only like max 195.
I'm trying to be like Wolverine, man. 398 pounds at 5'3".
Well, I felt like that today when I sat in the seat and it did like the motorcycle. Where it's all, I was like, oh shit. I was like, damn.
And then you can't get up because the belt gets stuck. Oh
like,
shit!
God damn it! God damn it! Oh my god! But yeah, dude. You know what? Be glad that you're home. Be glad that all you're dealing with is kids, the dog, and all that other stuff. Because here it's just been so busy. It's just ridiculous, and I hate. I'm like, ugh, these people.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I definitely appreciate the time home because we're gone so long. It's been nice, like waking up, taking my kids to school. I stay and play video games at night, go back to sleep, you know, cook all day. My wife gets home, she has lunch on the table. Like, I told her the other day, how does it feel to have a stay-at-home husband?
You're a freaking kept husband there, man. Shoot.
Yeah. I got to make myself valuable. I'm not working.
That's true. Otherwise, she's going to be all like, so you're out.
I don't need him. Kick him to the curb.
Oh, man. Well, it's been busy here. I mean, today it was cold and rainy, which, you know, we never like it up here like that. But it is what it is, guys. You know, if you don't know the show, David is out in the Fresno area right now. That's where he's at. I'm over here on base at Camp Pendleton. No, Camp
Wrong
Roberts.
branch, homie.
Camp Roberts, and this is where we work. That's why this background is not the greatest, but it's what I can do for where we're at. When I'm at home, it is a full-blown studio that I got and a lot more lights and a lot more stuff going on. Really quick shout out over to Instagram for White559, Chelsea, what's going on? Chelsea Ray, and Stories of Winter. Yes, Stories of Winter. What's going on, guys, over there at Instagram? We like to shout out the people over there, and if there is anybody on YouTube and actually on Twitch, guys, welcome to the show. So we're two salty veterans that are huge geeks, and this is what we love to do. We love talking about all things geek, everything from video games to board games, you name it. We talk about it and have a lot of fun doing it. So, with that, without further ado, we are going to talk about which, dude, you've seen the group chat we're in with the other
Yes.
guys. Straight trying to snake one of our affiliates. How did you get the affiliate? Give us a contact.
Bro, they've been hitting us up all week or last 2 days for.
I know. I'm like, how do we get it? We work for it. Not really.
Work hard.
We work hard for our money.
Work hard for the money.
So hard for money.
That's enough of that.
Oh, all right. Well, moving into the first one, which is our affiliate, which is Ulanzi. Ulanzi is a great company, guys. We always say it because it's true. We use a lot of their products, from the cage that goes around my camera that I rarely get to use now, but I will be using it very soon, to the lights that we have inside the studio over at back at home. Unfortunately, I wish I could say these lights here are, but they're not. They're Walmart specials. So, but they still do the job. But Ulanzi is great with all their products that we do use. Everything from the lights to the stands to the, we do have a set of wireless microphones that are great too. So that's what we use. Check them out. Click on the link that's in the bio, and it'll send you straight to them. When you purchase from them, it'll actually help us out, guys. And I'm not just saying it so we can make some money off of it, because, I mean, that'd be nice. But it's because we actually stand behind the product and the company. So therefore, use them at ulanzi.com. Next, we got Renegade Game Studio. Renegade Game Studios is a great company also. They make a lot of great RPGs and also deck builders. So if you're looking for a deck builder, if you're looking for a deck builder, then this is where you go to. They've got some great IPs, which is Transformers, My Little Pony, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, G.I. Joe, but they also have the RPGs that go along with those companies too. Check them out. Again, guys, the bio is in our link. They're an affiliate. Click on them, purchase from them, helps us out. Check out their games. They're a lot of fun. And also the artwork in this stuff is amazing. As you can see right there in David's looking all cute right now with his goatee. Your
Thanks,
freaking
Josh.
cousin, huh?
Thanks,
He's in the back of some ambulance right now, just sitting there. I hope that body that's next to you that's dead pops up, scares the hell out of you.
Undertaker style.
Hell yeah. Either that or something else pops up and scares it, hits you in the side of the head.
Bro, I hope he has his glasses on. So he doesn't lose an eye.
Oh, man. All right, guys, moving on to the next one, which is Legendary Supplements. Legendary Supplements is another great company. We love their product. Randy, what's going on, man? It's been a while since I've seen you come up, but I know you've got a lot going on over there, over in Utah, because that's where he's from. But Legendary Supplements is a product that we do stand behind because we've used it. We still use it. I just used actually some this week because I really needed to get focused on some scripts that we were typing up, and it helps out a lot. Right now, the two flavors that you see right there are Kickin' Mango Peach and Blizzard Mojito. They also have two other flavors, which is Watermellow and Pumpkin Sour Grape, which are the other two flavors. Haven't tried them. We're going to get our hands on them so we can try them. But guys, check them out. They're a great company. You can do one of two things. You can actually go through the affiliate link that is in our bio on Instagram, or you can actually just go to their site, which is legendarysupplements.com, and use the code GeekSaga77 to get 10% off your purchase. Guys, it really does work. We both stand behind it. We've both used it. It's great, right?
Yeah, I've used it on the podcast. I've used it at the range, used it at work. I've used it while gaming, both RPGs and like team shooting. And I'm going to say they work. Like I get dialed in and I just.
How's that again? What was that?
All day, all day.
All day, all day. He's saying it all day. But moving on, guys, to Movo. Movo is another great company that we use. We use their mics like crazy. We do have a lot of their mics. I have the web mic that's right here in front of me. I can't even reach it. Let's keep it short. Sorry. But I have the web mic, and then at home I do have that one that's actually on the screen, which is the UM300. We also have the MC6, which are the ones we use at LA Comic Con, and we will be using at other cons. Check them out, guys. It's a great company. Again, we don't talk about something that we don't use. We don't endorse anything that we wouldn't use. So whether you want to trust it or not, this is a great company. Check them out. Go to movo.com, or like I said, click on the link that's in the bio. It's an affiliate, so you purchase from them. It helps us out. And they've always got a lot of great sales going on. I'm not really sure if there's one going on now, but their products are great. I stand behind them. Yes. Hey, moving on to one more, or we got two more, because I definitely got to hit the last one, which is right now we're talking about Cafe Calazzo. We have, and we do drink their product. Sorry, Pop Culture Coffee. We do love your stuff, Kyle and Dan, and we still drink that stuff too. We have these guys also, which is Cafe Calazzo, which has 3 great flavors. David, it's Rocket Bean for you, right?
Yeah, Rocket Bean for me has the best flavor. The other one was a little too light for me. The French Press Auto. It had a really good flavor though. It was still really good, and I never got a chance to try the Fourth Night.
Fourth Night is dark. It's, you know what? Fourth Night is actually really good because I tried it as a cold brew. It's better as a cold brew than a hot. But great flavors. Try them all. Like it says there, taste them all. Go to cafecalabria.com and use the code GEEK. Just click on the link in our bio because I totally drew a blank on.
If you're watching us on Instagram, go to the bio, hit the links for anything we've talked about. If you're watching us on YouTube, Twitch, hit the link that I dropped in the chat, and it should take you to our link tree.
Yeah, but it is a great coffee. Check them out. Finally, we have Watchers TCG. Guys, this is a great company. This is a great toy, or not toy, but a game. And I got mine right here, which I always keep this one on hand so we can show. It's a deck that's completely ready to go. It's another deck builder that you can purchase in the vein of Magic and like Pokemon and all those other ones. But check them out, Watchers TCG. Go to their website, check them out. Great people. I love everybody over there. It's at Watchers. We got to meet them at LA Comic Con, and Alex, I still talk to the guy. Awesome dude. So we want to definitely put this game. They will be at, or actually, they're going to have. I believe they will be at WonderCon. It's just I don't know what capacity yet, but I know they're going to be there. So get out there, check them out. Go on to the link. There is a link in our bio to send you over to their website. And we're not an affiliate. It's just these are friends of ours. So we want to push the game, talk about them, and we wish the best for them. So what's going on, Randy, over there? Look at RB Games and Gains. Dude. Randy's getting them gains on. You seen some of those videos he puts up? He's trying to look all big and bad. I don't know. It is what it is.
You got to.
So, all right, guys, we're going to move on to our first segment. We're not going to have a siren blowing, but we are going to have a really cool sound for our first segment. For all of you guys out there, this is Randy. You're such a liar. He's trying to look like. If he's trying to look like us, stop the working out.
You need to eat more bags of chips, burritos, and drink a lot of soda.
Yeah,
that's how you get these physiques right here.
Dude, we've got full-on army physique, like years into the army, not like
Old
fresh out of
army.
Oh man! But kicking off this week in geek history, we've got Blazing Saddles, which, dude, This movie is freaking amazing. I love this movie.
I love anything that has Mel Brooks and Gene Wilder in it. You give me them two in a movie, and I want to watch it.
Did you know
And
that?
there's too many good lines from this movie that I can't say because we immediately get canceled.
But you know what's funny is that so Gene Wilder wasn't his first pick for that spot.
Right.
He wasn't at all. And also the guy that ends up playing the sheriff was also not the first. It was going to be a what do you call it? Richard Pryor film. He was actually in place. Richard Pryor actually stayed on to do some writing, and a lot of the jokes actually got into the movie. But he was going to be the main part. So, yeah.
Yeah, RB Games and Gains. This movie's freaking hilarious, dude. This was probably a late entry into me loving Mel Brooks because I started watching. I think I started with Young Frankenstein as a kid. Then of course I saw Spaceballs, and then my dad loved History of the World, so I started watching that one. And then everything else just kind of fell into place afterwards. I didn't see this till I don't know. I was probably about 10 or 11 later on.
Oh, that's a good
And
time.
this I saw this after Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Wow.
So good, dude. So I don't think the movie would have been the same if Richard Pryor would have done the sheriff part.
No, I don't think so either. Because oh god, I wish I could remember his name, the actor that plays the sheriff, but because he has more of a straight man feel to the way he plays it, it works so well. And even though people want to say how this movie's so racist and all this other stuff, it's actually a satire and making fun of racism when you really watch it. Like you got to sit there and watch it and really get a lot of the jokes. They're talking about how ridiculous racism is and how ridiculous a lot of the people that were in it and how they use the language and everything. But it's definitely an amazing movie. It's funny.
So good, man.
So good. And
Cleveland Little.
Cleveland Little. Okay, Cleveland Little. Sorry, Cleveland,
Cleveland.
I don't think he's around anymore, so sorry. But dude, so this movie actually got 3 Academy Award nominations: Best Supporting Actress, Madeline Kahn; Best Original Song, Blazing Saddles; and Best Film Editing. And it's ranked number 6 of AFI's 100 Years, 100 Laughs list in 2000. So,
If you haven't seen this movie and you're not easily offended, go watch. Even if you are easily offended, go watch it. It's freaking hilarious.
Yeah, because like I said, it's not meant to be.
Just remember, it's a satire on racism. It's making fun of racism. That's why it's so racist.
Exactly. So there you go.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like calling your fat friend little guy. You know what I mean? Like it's
all right, little guy.
Hey, what's up, Smalls?
All right. Next, we've got America's Most Wanted, which didn't debut in 1983. I just forgot to change the date. But, dude, you remember this show?
Yes, I do remember this show. Is it Sam Walsh? No.
John Walsh.
John Walsh. That's his name.
Yeah, John
Whatever,
Walsh.
dude. I remember his kid because they named the code after it.
Yeah, and then his kid actually ends up. Isn't that who joins him, or his kid disappeared? His kid did something.
Well, his kid went missing, and that's why we have Code Adam. That's why Code Adam is the thing for missing kids now.
Gotcha. Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
I do not know what happened to his kid. If they found him, didn't find him. I don't remember.
I don't know. Well, I think the guy that's in that picture, I think that's his other kid. I don't know. I was trying to read up on it, but if you guys have never seen the show, it's okay if you missed it. But it was kind of a big thing to us growing up because it was like America's that sound that they have on the chime, the America's Most Wanted. And then, of course, you got John Walsh talking about, like some fugitive that's out, and they always do really bad, what do you call it, reenactments. And then, of course, John Walsh is narrating through the whole thing, and he's telling the viewers, if you see these people, call the hotline. Viewers' tips are anonymous.
Yep. And his kid did not survive. His kid died 87. That's why the whole missing kid movement happened.
Oh, sorry, John. I didn't mean to insult you.
Coming
Well,
out of your nuts.
damn.
I'm talking about you, fool. You're missing a few screws up there.
Yeah, well, it's been a long day. But so hey, get this.
Randy.
Huh?
Randy joined us
Oh,
on the IG chat.
well, Randy was already on the IG chat.
I know, but it says he just joined.
Oh, okay. All right. So, yes, you guys, if you guys don't remember the show, and if you are driving down the street and you see the lights in the back, don't freak out. They're not going after you. They're going after America's Most Wanted.
America.
But hey, the crazy thing about this show is that at one point it had surpassed. It was the longest Fox show in history at 24 seasons before The Simpsons surpassed it. So this show was on for a while. Then it came back later on. Decades later, it was revived, and then I think it's still going on because it says 2021 that it was happening. And America's Most Wanted is credited with helping capture more than 1,000 fugitives worldwide. So there we go.
That's a lot.
That is a lot for a TV show too to help with. So, all right, moving on to the next one, which is Facebook was launched in 2004.
Damn.
Yeah.
2004.
Does that make you feel old?
No.
No. No.
I got you sitting above me on this video. Nothing makes me feel old when you're up there.
Yeah, well, still, it's been a long... Dude, that's 21 years that Facebook has been around.
I trip out. I said damn because to think in 2004, it was MySpace.
And
then Facebook came and kind of took it out.
Yeah, well, MySpace started, and it was then all of a sudden Facebook came around. But I think MySpace came around in 2000. Wasn't it 03?
I don't know.
Because it was around for a hot minute before Facebook. Then I started hearing about Facebook, and I'm like, what the hell is this Facebook stuff? And everybody's like, you got to use it. That's a new thing. And I held tight to MySpace.
August 03, man. There was nothing cooler than kicking someone off the top 8. Remember that? You're like, you know what? Fuck that guy. Take him off the top 8.
Well, Tom was usually the first to go. You had to.
Well, yeah, but I mean, once you had him established, your friends always knew when you were mad at him because you kicked him off the top 8.
Freaking MySpace, man. Trying to figure out how to customize your background and all this stuff. Oh my god, I remember, dude. Those were the days.
Oh yeah, yeah. But this freaking once Facebook launched, it changed the game. I mean, IG's based off of it, and then we got The Social Network, which was a pretty good movie.
Mm-hmm. Sure,
it wasn't great, but it was pretty good.
That's what you get out of it. Well, the crazy thing about this was this platform was started as a networking site for college students before expanding worldwide. That's what they started.
I saw the movie.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Forgive me. You saw the movie. All right. Well, right. I lived through it. All right. Jeez.
You lived through a lot.
I did. I have.
Doesn't make it great.
Shut up. So, anyways, as of November 2024, Facebook was ranked the 3rd most visited website globally. It is the most downloaded mobile app of the 2010s, and the company rebranded the Meta in 2021, expanding into virtual reality and the metaverse. So, yeah, a lot came out of this, man. It's crazy to think that 2004.
Oh yeah, the Quest, right?
Yeah.
The Quest headsets or whatever.
And I have one.
Yeah, we have one here too.
Yeah.
I saw a kid using it outside, and I was all like, why did I never take it outside so I had more space? What the fuck?
I did. I took it out when I got the freaking lightsaber game.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I
Like
went into the
newspaper.
garage to start because I didn't want to look like a retard. I spread everything out. I'm like, I got room. I'm gonna use this thing.
Then you started doing the moves, and you were like, "Oh, I still look retarded."
Yeah, exactly. I pictured myself. I was like, yeah, no, never mind. All right, moving on to the last one, which is the Lego Movie, which was released in 2014. Again,
2014. It does
God,
not feel like this movie came out that long ago.
no, it doesn't.
We
I loved it. I still love watching it. It's freaking hilarious.
have to change the name of this to the Butt Cave.
Everything is awesome.
Well, because
That's
of this movie, we got the Lego Batman movie, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yep. And which
Yeah.
that movie was freaking amazing too. I actually just watched that over the weekend with my daughter. I came in to the house and she had just started. I'm like, "What are you watching?" She's all, "Lego Batman." I sat down. I was like, "All right, well, you got me."
The Lego movie came out, well, this week, right? January?
Yeah, February 7th, 2014 is when it came out.
February. So just before I went on my first Cuba deployment.
Ugh. So, did you watch this over at Cuba?
No, I saw this here at the house with the
Just
kids,
oh, okay.
and then a few months later, I was on that third deployment.
So I did love the switch between the live action with Will Ferrell and the movie. And it's crazy that they got Morgan Freeman to actually do this as his first animated film.
Well, the list of characters that they got to do this movie is crazy. Like Jonah Hill,
Yeah.
Channing Tatum, Chris Pratt's the main character, right?
Yep.
And then the chick is Elizabeth
Banks.
Banks.
Yep.
Yeah, it's nuts how many people they got to just. Oh yeah, I'll do a line in the movie. I'll do 2 lines in the movie.
It was great, man. Everybody that was in it, and just the whole the whole thing was just done so well. It was a great movie. I loved it, and I actually. So after this movie came out, then there was the Batman Lego movie, and me and my daughter were in Burbank. We were getting ready to go see some other movie because she was still, I mean, shoot, by that time she was only 6, and they were handing out tickets at the movie theater that we were going to, and I was like, oh no, thanks, I already have tickets to a movie. It was a preview of the Batman Lego movie. I passed up on being able to. I was like, oh, stupid.
What a nerd!
I know, but this movie actually got snubbed for an Academy Award nomination for Best Animated Feature, and they said it sparked controversy. I don't know how, but imagine this movie would have went up for an Academy Award.
Dude, and then think about like how revolutionary this movie was, right? We got stop motion with Lego, and then we got the Lego Batman movie. And because of these 2 movies, we had that small little splice scene in Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Oh yeah,
And that was done by a kid who did that all by himself.
that's
Like he did all that animation on his own.
That's nuts, dude. To think about
And
that.
he was so good on his YouTube channels that they brought him in to do the live action or the movie version of the editing. Like he did all that for the actual movie.
That's crazy, dude.
You know?
It's crazy to think that. I mean, from like all since we talked about Facebook, but the social media that you can now literally post your stuff up on social media, whether it's on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and you can go from nothing to something that quick.
Or in his case, think about it. You just sit at home making videos about Legos and you're a nerd. What a dummy. And then boom, he does a 5-minute section in a freaking Warner Brothers movie. I think he's in his teens too.
That's nuts, man. I wonder how much money he got paid.
It's crazy, man. Great movie.
It is great movie, guys. So from groundbreaking from the groundbreaking satire of Blazing Saddles to the cultural revolution of Facebook, the crime-fighting power of America's Most Wanted, and the imaginative brilliance
Ricky.
of the Lego Movie. This week in geek history highlights humor, innovation, crime solving in pop culture. Guys, this is this week in geek history. That was pretty good.
So just because I had to look it up, the kid's name is Preston Mutunga. He was 14 years old, and what he did was he took the Across the Spider-Verse trailer,
Yeah,
and turned it into Lego, and then they pulled him in to do the small portion on the movie.
that's nuts, dude.
14 years old, man.
14 years old, dude. Imagine, I mean, the guy's got a bright future ahead of him because he just did that. And at 14 years old, dude, you know what I was doing at 14 years old?
I don't want to know. I don't think we can say it on this show.
Hey, I was using my hands, all right? I was using my hands. Come on.
Why you wear glasses now?
I have to shave my hands, but I'm all right.
Hey, did they really push it to 2029, Ricky? That's crazy, bro.
Push what?
He said that the Beyond the Spider-Verse just got pushed to 2029.
Dude, that's
I
so
hope not.
stupid. That is so You know what's crazy is that, well, we got a story that has to deal with things that are coming out, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But that's stupid. It's like, dude, again, you've got the momentum, and we've got the technology that's fast enough. What is taking you guys so long?
Well, I think in this case, if I remember correctly, Shamik Moore was having some controversy on like X and stuff like that because he was being creepy. I don't know. It's just what I'm hearing. That's what I heard.
Don't quote him on it.
In the Twitterverse, like Ice Cube says in 22 Jump Street or 21 Jump Street.
21.
He saw the word in the Twitter sphere is y'all motherfuckers is throwing a party.
Oh my god. All right, so moving on to our next segment.
That's exactly what happened.
Oh, really?
They pushed it because he was being creepy or whatever.
And Ricky said,
hopefully they don't fucking recast him, bro. Like, if Ezra Miller could be as creepy as he was and still be the Flash, we can keep Shamik as a voice actor. Come on.
True. I mean, we don't have to see his face. You just hear his voice. Whatever.
See, my boy is a simp for Haley Steinfeld, the girl who does Gwen.
Oh my gosh. All right.
There you go. That's a bonus story for y'all.
There we go. All right. Moving on to. Oh, shoot. Now I lost it. What?
Oh, start it.
Go. All right, guys. So we are into geek news. Rooster Teeth live. Rooster Teeth lives. Co-founder Bernie Burns buys company assets from Warner Brothers Discovery. Guys, I don't know if you guys remember it. I'm sure Ricky remembers it. David, I know, of course, you remember Rooster Teeth and all the great things that came out of it, like Red versus Blue.
Red versus Blue.
Love Red versus Blue.
What is it?
You got the Rosie or Rose. What was it? That one anime? RWBY.
Oh, Ruby.
There we go.
And then they also did the death battles, right?
Yep, they did that, and Funhouse and Achievement Hunter. They had a lot of great things that were on Rooster Teeth. It was on for a while. Loved it. I loved watching all the Red versus Blue. Actually, I went back to watch them again because they are on Tubi.
Nice.
See, I love Tubi. There's a reason why I love Tubi.
If you guys want to sponsor us, Tubi, you can find us at the Geek Saga 20 at Gmail.
You couldn't even finish it, dude.
I'm a cop, dude.
Oh,
I was trying to hold it in.
Oh my gosh. So
gmail.com. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Fine.
Yeah. It's on the bottom.
So one of the internet's most beloved studios, Rooster Teeth, is making a comeback thanks to Bernie Burns. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And so it says, like, did you read this article?
I skimmed through it, but I didn't read all of it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So it says that almost a year after shutting down Rooster Teeth, it's been bought, and it was bought by the co-founder himself, Bernie Burns, by his company Box Canyon Productions. So, what's included in this deal? Would you like to know? Click and to find out more.
Hell yeah.
Okay, brand, website, and social media channels. So he's going to be bringing back Rooster Teeth, hopefully in a big bad way, but there are some assets that he wasn't able to obtain because they've already been sold off, which was, like we had said, Ruby. Ruby was already sold off to VizMed Media. So Viz has got that. Funhouse and Achievement Hunters, they're not part of the deal either. So there's a couple other IPs that are not coming back, but for the most part, we're getting Rooster Teeth back, and it's supposed to be scheduling the first. It says teases that Rooster Teeth's first new show should launch by 2025, so it should be coming soon. Yeah, I'm actually kind of excited about this because I really did like Rooster Teeth as far as the company and the content that they put out there, and what Bernie Burns is promising is a return to innovation, creativity, and community engagement. So bringing back like the stuff that we like, that we laughed at and everything, he's going to be trying to bring back that same feel because we're missing a lot of that, I think.
Yeah. And he's trying to take it back to its original, like what its roots were. He wants it to be what it was when Red and Blue was out, you know? It would be hilarious if he adapts Red and Blue to talk about like everything that's going on with Halo Studios now. I don't know if you saw, but did you see a bunch of the that failed game that came and went? What was it called? Damn it!
By
Concord.
Concord. Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, so Concord, a lot of the devs from that all moved over to Halo Studios. They're all working for Halo Studios now. So I think everything that we got in that, we're just going to see more of it in Halo Studios.
Dude, that would be funny if they used Concord as a it's just a failed game and they start making that into
Ricky wants to know if we're going to talk about the Fantastic Four trailer.
No.
I don't watch trailers, so I haven't seen it yet. I might actually check that one out because it does look interesting.
It looks interesting. This is something that when I went over to We Can Be Heroes yesterday, and I was talking to the guys. This is going to be the best looking thing that we've had in all iterations of Fantastic Four movies.
Yep.
He's the closest to Jack Kirby's design and drawing that we've ever had. So I'll give them that.
It looks interesting, man. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, and at the end, we got Galactus showing up. So we'll see. I don't know, but what's going on? No art. Fantastic Four is lame to me, but I'm down for this thing. Okay. But now
I mean, the casting looks really good. They look very comic book accurate. The only one I have a problem with is Pedro. He doesn't look like Reed to me, but I don't think he can't do it because he's an amazing actor. He's knocked everything out that I've seen him in, so I'm not 100% against it.
Yeah, I'm not 100% behind him, but whatever. We'll see what happens. But is the thing rock?
Hard. Rock hard.
But is it
everything
rock?
About him's rock, dude?
Damn, dude, I feel bad for his girlfriend. There we go. Just something for you guys to think about. We're gonna do a poll.
Dude, Silver Surfer. Oh man, it's supposed to be a female Silver Surfer. I don't know how I feel about that.
They're going off of because we've got the multiverse, so they're going to go off of one of the iterations that was a female.
Well, not only that, the Fantastic Four themselves are supposed to be from a alternate timeline.
Yeah, so
they're not even going to be. Well, they could be, but
they could
at
be.
the moment they're not mainline MCU.
Yeah, they could be drawn into, who knows, through some sort of whatever, and they end up in with the rest of them. We don't know.
Hey, Ricky said that they explained the thing in Mallrats. And if you need that again, go watch it.
That's where I got it from, Ricky. Get with the uptake here, brother. All right, moving on to the next story, which is it's the end of an era for PlayStation Xbox. What do you think, David?
It's weird, man. I mean, a lot of the drive for most of the sales is the war between the two of them,
Yeah. Yeah, because
you've got your diehard Xbox players like me, and then you've got the people who only play PlayStation games or only play PlayStation consoles. You know what I mean? Which that was me too. But after PS2, I left and never went back.
Well, the only reason why I keep playing PlayStation is because I have PlayStation 4 and I'm too poor to buy anything else.
Dude, I got my PlayStation 4 because I gave my Xbox to my nephew. And my brother was like, "Oh, I have a PS4 here if you want it, since you gave your Xbox to my kid." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll take it, dude. Whatever." So
that's nice of you.
Yeah, that's the only reason I have a PlayStation 4 now.
Well, it says, according to this, that Sony and Microsoft are changing the game. Literally, the days of the console exclusivity might be coming to an end as both companies pivot towards publishing over hardware sales.
I mean, it's hard. It's hard because, yeah, they put out the better consoles and they've got the better graphics, but then you have something like Nintendo Switch that comes along that's very gimmicky, like the Wii, and it just fucking does amazing sales while they're still on track to do the same amount of sales. You know what I mean? And then Xbox typically has problems selling in Asian countries because it's so much easier to just get a PlayStation over there. So
yeah,
they've always struggled in that aspect. But to tell you the truth, I think Xbox, if they're going to get rid of the console thing, just make the PCs have a built-in Xbox generator inside of it or whatever, and play everything on Xbox. Why do we have Steam?
They're leaning more towards pushing the Game Pass. That's what's helping their sales. But I know that, like you said, PlayStation, especially in Asian countries, outsell the Xbox, which is true. And that's why the PlayStation numbers, why Sony numbers are up, why they've been outselling PlayStation or Xbox. Yep. So where Xbox is trying to pick up the slack is through that Game Pass, and knowing, especially because they're always saying this game's exclusive to PlayStation or it's exclusive to Xbox, but if you give it a couple months, it's no longer exclusive because now they've opened it up to everybody else and or PCs.
Yeah, and most of the time those exclusive games always come to PC.
Yeah,
always. And then there's just one console that doesn't get it, so it's weird. It's a weird, where the trend of it is all weird. But I don't know, man. I'm glad that the war is going to be over. I'm glad that they're all pushing towards these new ways to play games. But I think Xbox has missed on a huge opportunity of just incorporating Xbox hardware into gaming PCs and letting Steam run on Xbox.
Yeah, well, I mean, because they've been so focused on wanting to get the consoles to be better than the other, and honestly, it no longer is. There's no longer
the same thing.
Yeah, they're the same thing, just in different boxes. So, and then like you said, Nintendo is just that little train that just keeps chugging along. While everything else is just bombing, or or trying to outdo the other, Nintendo's just steadily going and taking all the sales, because there's like, what do we got to do better? We're already doing it. So, so yeah, I mean, we're going to see the end of the console wars. I'm sure Nintendo is still going to pop out more stuff, that's still going to continue to outsell both PlayStation and Xbox.
Well, I mean, speaking of the end of the console war, have you seen anything about the Switch 2 that's coming out?
I saw something about it, and I saw it. I think it was last week. They had mentioned, I saw something about Switch 2.
So the Switch
Dígame,
2,
dígame. Uh-huh.
the Switch 2, the Joy-Cons, you
Yeah.
can flip them on their sides and use them as mouses.
I'm looking at
So
it right now.
if you can hold the Switch in one hand, right, with your thumbstick, so you can move your character, and you can click with your mouse on the other side, dude, you're looking at a world where we could get Star Wars: The Old Republic, we can get World of Warcraft, we can get all these RPGs, these MOBAs on the Switch, and not have to change up the gameplay too much.
And that's, I think, what they're shooting for, because they've been talking about bringing. I mean, almost all the Star Wars games have been brought over to the Switch.
Yeah.
And they've talked about bringing over the Knights of the Old Republic to the Switch also. So,
KOTOR is on the Switch.
is it?
I think you can play both of them on the Switch. The Star
look.
Wars, the Old Republic, if you're talking about the multiplayer
Yeah.
RPG game, that one's not on the Switch.
That's what I'm talking about.
That one's PC exclusive.
So, who knows? We'll see what happens. We'll see what is in store, but we're seeing, like we said, this could be the end of the console wars finally, and it's either we might even see the end of consoles, or maybe just one console that's going to reign supreme.
I think we're going to end up in a spot where it's just Sony and Nintendo, and Xbox is going to find a way to license the Game Pass out across the board, because they've kind of been working on that. Like, they've been trying to get Nintendo to buy into this idea of getting Game Pass, because then all these Xbox games are in the Asian countries because of Nintendo. But if the war ends and PlayStation says, yeah, fuck it, you could just sell the Game Pass to us, you know what I mean? I don't see why not.
It would make sense. I mean, I think would
Sony
do a lot.
Sony makes small pennies off of every Xbox that's been sold since the Xbox One. Oh no, Xbox 360. Whichever one was the first one that had the Blu-ray player, because Sony owns Blu-ray.
Yeah, so they had to have the technology put into the Xboxes, so they had to pay Sony for it.
So Xbox is paying small dividends to Sony for every console anyway. So
yeah, might as well just convert it into one box, and that's it. It'll be the Sony Xbox. The Sony X Play. We copyright that. You heard it here. All right.
I don't know if it was that good, but whatever.
It was good. Hey, did we lose everybody on Instagram?
I don't know if we lost everybody. I know Ricky was just typing for us.
Oh, I see 0 now. Nobody's chatting. That's all right. Moving on to the next story, which is
we're down to 0.
Huh?
I said we're down to 0.
Yep. Oh. But all right, from Stranger Things to Wednesday, why the hell are so many streaming shows taking long to return?
I don't know.
Well, let me tell you then. Because, I mean, when you think about it, streaming is more accessible than ever. We can get it on our phones, we can get our tablets, we can get it anywhere now. It's not just like on, the internet and we're like, oh, that's the only place. But now we can see things everywhere. And it's been forever since we've gotten like new seasons of whatever it is that you want to think about. Name a show, and it's like, what? Why the hell is it taking so damn long? So they're blaming. Here we go. The blame game, guys. The pandemic, which was 2020, the Hollywood strikes, which was 2021 or 20. They say 2023.
Early last year.
Yeah. Bigger budgets on things.
Mm-hmm.
More VF effects. So making it more. They're saying the intense action and complex storytelling, which seriously, the stories aren't that much more complex than what you got in the 80s, which
I would say the only thing that came out in recent times that was very expensive to make, and that's because everything was almost practical, was the Dark Crystal remake or the
yes,
extension. And that was freaking amazing, dude.
it was
The
good, but it
fact
was
that they killed it after that first season really freaking hurt because I really enjoyed that show.
yeah. The crazy thing is that they almost didn't kill the Willow show, which was god awful, but they were quick to kill the Dark Crystal show.
But what's the difference?
Um,
Willow was on
it was on Disney Plus.
Disney Plus, where the Dark Crystal was on Netflix, and Netflix is notorious for kiboshing freaking great shows. I'm surprised Stranger Things has made it this long, dude.
Yeah,
I
and that
seriously
show,
thought they were going to cut it at the end of season 2 because that's what they
really?
normally do.
No, dude, it had way too much momentum. There was too much going on for it to be cut off that soon.
But every single show that has had a lot of momentum that was really popular, they've cut them every single time. Like I don't know if you ever saw Altered Carbon.
Yeah,
Dude, that was such a good show.
We got
even the second season with Anthony Mackie wasn't bad either.
It wasn't.
But immediately canceled it after season 2, and I was like, what the? Gave us an anime to kind of end it for us, but it was like
it was so rushed and just not. It wasn't good. So, but I mean, some of the things that they're saying, like casting schedule caused delay. Well, you've also got these kids that are like, getting famous so quickly, and then they're like, oh, I'm going to go off and do this, and then they bomb on that, and then they whatever it was that was working for them because they don't get any promotion. So that's why they said there was such a delay at least for Wednesday season, between season 1 and season 2, which I really didn't care for that show, so it doesn't matter. All the delays that have been on Stranger Things, they're saying it's because pandemic, it's because the writer's strike, and then freaking Millie Bobby Brown Jovi now. She married Bon Jovi's son. So, but she got a big head and was like, I'm a star, and I've been in all these other things, which everything else she's been in is bombed, except for Godzilla. But that put a hurt on everything. It's just not like what it used to be. We've got streaming services, and we got stuff that gets dropped really quick, and we're right away able to access everything. But is it worth the wait?
I mean, and then on top of that, not only streaming was put out so we could cut ties with cable, so you could stop watching commercials, stop doing this, and now everything has ads. And it's like, why the hell do I need to stream anymore? I'll just go back to TV.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, yeah, I don't know, man. We're in a weird portion of TV because we're no longer watching shit on our TV unless we're streaming it through an app. But I don't know. I think that it's the same thing we talk about. They're just recycling all the old shit. And they've gone through all the old shit already, so they have nothing to put out new.
Yeah.
So we'll blame it on the writer strikes. We all knew the writer strikes were going to cause hiccups for everything we've been watching.
But it's not the first time that they've had writer strikes and
No.
actor strikes. We've lived through that.
Yeah. I am excited for some of the shows that are being held up, like Daredevil, Born Again. I don't really care about freaking like Lucifer or anything like that, but
Yeah.
there's a few shows out that I hope they come back, and I hope they come back strong. Except for Cobra Kai, I hope it ends.
Hey, whoa. Easy there. They are fighting words.
Bro, I'm about to give you an illegal kick to the head in a freaking.
You can't get your leg that high, so don't even.
I'll crane kick you, bro.
But I mean, think about it. So, are these long waits worth it for better quality? Do you think that it's better quality that we're getting because we're
so? I also think yes and no, right? I think yes, we get a better production value out of it. So cool. But I also think the problem isn't that the gaps are longer. The problem is we're consuming the content too quickly. Exactly. Whereas before, we would get the entire season shot in 2 to 3 months. Post-production would happen over time. One episode would come out, then they had time to work on episode 2 and 3. Then by the time those were done, they had time to work on 5, 6, and 7. And then by the time we got our 24 episodes out, we're a year into this show, which means they've already started filming season 3, and they start working on that episode, and they're getting that head start where now that thing drops today and dudes are finished watching the entire series by midnight tonight because they binge watched the whole thing.
Yep.
And what do, right? You have to wait however long it takes them to get through that next series. So I think we're part of the problem because we want our content now. It's my money and I need it now. Call J.G. Wentworth. You know what I mean? That's how we consume content now.
You know, and that's what sucks is that to say that it's better quality now. I mean, it's better quality because we have better technology compared to what we had in the 80s. So yes, it is better. But just like you said right now, we're consuming it so quickly because they drop it all in one shot that we've finished it before you know it. And now we have to wait a whole year to be able to get the other season.
Yeah.
And
I think that's what Disney Plus had on their side, you know, when they were dropping the weekly episodes of The Mandalorian, Loki season 1 and 2, they were keeping us hooked, keeping us coming back. And it kind of gave you that old school, like, dude, I can't wait for freaking Wednesday so I could go sit down and watch freaking, I need to see Mando and Grogu. I got to see them, you know? And with Netflix, they put everything out there on one go. And if they don't get the views they want on the entire season,
it's gone.
That's why we lose content, because it's like, well, you put it out and most people watch it in a day, but you got to give that thing time to like make circuits, and people need to start talking about it, and you need word of mouth to happen, and none of that happens. So they're like, oh, it didn't, like Blight, the movie with was it freaking Will Smith and
the one where he plays a cop?
Yeah. In a Fantastical World or whatever. It's kind of like watching what was that Disney movie with the two brothers?
The two brothers.
Where freaking Chris Pratt's, they're blue and they're supposed to be like a world romantic. Dude, I love that movie. I don't know why I can't think of it.
Yeah, it when a great movie. When you watch it a second time, it's like, oh my god, this is actually a really good movie. Crap. Now I got to look it up. I don't even know what to look up. I'll look on my Disney Plus.
Onward.
There you go. Yes.
Onward was a really good movie.
It was.
But Blight was kind of that same thing. It was like this fantastical world is the real world, but humans are mixed in,
Mm-hmm.
and uh, I don't know. The way they thought that show up was really good because it was like End of Watch and I don't know, Lord of the Rings kind of like merged together,
Yeah.
and it was really good. But and they, I guess they had already started shooting the second one, and then they were like, we're not putting it out after all. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. It was sad. It's sad to see a lot of this stuff just go to the wayside, but it's also like people are saying, well, if you want a faster season, then you're going to get lower production value. You're not. You really aren't. Honestly, the great thing with Disney doing what they did, like you said about Mandalorian, where it was like drop one episode and then you got to wait till the next week to drop the other one. Like, unlike when we were kids, if you didn't catch the next week, then you are aced out. You don't get to see it until they run as reruns. At least now we could go back and, okay, well, I missed a Wednesday. Well, now I got 2 episodes to watch the next Wednesday. You know?
Yeah, dude, that's how me and my kid watch the Bleach Thousand Year Blood War arc because we started watching it together. So now he will only watch it when I have time to watch it with him. Dude, when I first went on sick leave, I was like, "Hey man, how many episodes we got?" He's all 6, and we just sat there and folded clothes and watched 6 episodes of Bleach. Man, we were just, it was cool because we didn't miss out. I didn't have to tape them. I didn't have to worry about freaking TiVo. I didn't have to record it. You know what I mean? Um, so I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird thing, and to put the blame on all these small things that happen all the time, like writer strikes, they're gonna happen. SAG after strikes, it's gonna happen. People need to get paid. People are gonna fight for rights. Like, I mean, shit. Daredevil went through serious writer strikes back when the Ben Affleck movie came out,
Mm-hmm.
and we still
Yeah.
got the movie. You
It was
know what I
horrible.
mean?
Movie.
Yeah, it was poorly written, but we still got the movie.
Yep. And that's what sucks is that people are just so damn impatient now that that's the problem. That
Yeah.
really is the problem.
But
So,
we've had the conversation where we've spoke like if you give us a good mix of solid CGI, it doesn't have to be great CGI, and really good practical effects, you save time, you save money, and we get a really good production value out of it. And I think that's kind of what Blight did because wasn't all of the one dude's makeup completely prosthetics? Like he was actually
yeah.
acting in the film.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think it would be beneficial to us if they went back to a good hybrid of the two.
Yeah, I mean, Battlestar Galactica, an old show. But the thing is that we got a mixture of somewhat okay CGI and then practical, and it worked.
Yeah, dude,
Love it.
half of those poorly written, poorly acted sci-fi films are perfect examples of good in-house practical effects and okay CGI. And as long as you give it the right treatment, it doesn't matter if it's not, coming out of freaking, I don't know, Unity 5 or whatever, Unreal Engine 6. Like, it doesn't have to come out of that. As long as it's freaking semi done.
You can get some 14-year-old to use Unreal Engine and create something really good.
Yeah.
So, but all right, guys. So enough of that. I mean, shoot, guys, we had a lot of great stories right now. Stop complaining about how long the show is taking. Just take your time watching the show. How about that?
Yeah. Watch them one at a time.
Yeah, watch it. Literally watch it 1 week at a time. You're still going to get the freaking commercials unless you're paying for the premium, whatever, the streaming service, which nobody really wants to. But there we go. Do that. So that is. All right, man. I can't believe well, it's a different day for us. So we don't have everybody on IG. I get it. We had a few people that were on there, which is thank you. But we are going to do one more segment real quick because this was something that David brought up to me, and I was like, what? I didn't even know this, which is crazy. But oh shoot! But we're gonna do our one of our newest segments, which
Things
is
that make you go,
all right, guys. And the thing that make you go is Henry Bond. I didn't know he auditioned for the part.
Yeah, back when Daniel Craig was going for the role, he lost to Daniel Craig.
Huh,
And just recently, the footage of him doing his interview came out.
dude, this is a really young, like freaking Cavill.
Well, if you think about it, when did the first one come out? 12, 13?
I think so.
When did Daniel Craig's first
We'll have to look it up. Why am I using my phone? I got the computer in front
what
of
was
me.
it? Quantum of Solace? Was that the first one?
No, Casino Royale.
Which one?
Casino Royale.
2006.
Okay, so 2006.
So 20 years ago, because 2 years prior to the movie coming out, they were. So 20 years ago, Cavill was trying to be.
Dude, let me put up this. What I have.
The still shot of him with his long hair,
Look
looking
at
like a
that.
straight nerd. Look at that.
Look at that. That is freaking. I play Warhammer. Henry Cavill.
Actually, I want to say this is right around the time he did. What was the Greek movie? There's a movie he was in where he was a Greek character. Oh, dude. I want to say
Oh,
Mickey Rourke was in it.
I know it's Immortal.
Yes, Immortal. I want to say this was about the time frame that he was either doing that film or coming off of that film.
Dude, look at that, man. I think he's coming off it because he still has the long hair.
Dude, he's half the size he is now.
He's not even half the size, dude. He's tiny. That's nuts. Look at him, man.
Bro, if he was this size, he would have been a perfect Geralt in The Witcher.
Yeah. I think they did make him a little bit too big, but dude, could you imagine him as Bond?
He'd be good, dude.
And they would have really been taking it way back to a young Bond.
Oh, yeah.
Because
The good
Craig
thing
was
is,
already, what, mid-30s?
if they picked up Cavill now and ran with it, I think he'd be perfect, dude, because he'd be right around the same age that Connery was when he was. Because Connery wasn't super young when he was Bond.
No, he wasn't. I think he was in his upper 30s.
That's what I'm saying. And Cavill's what, 40, late 40s?
But you're talking if he took over the role now.
Yeah, like at this moment, if they were to, hey, we want to do another movie, let's just move with Cavill.
I could see that. But I'm saying, imagine if he would have taken up the mantle when they did that audition.
Oh, yeah. They would have, it would have been like rookie, just freaking snub-nosed 007.
But
007 doesn't mean shit to nobody yet. You know what I mean?
But dude, he would have been able to last a lot longer. I think probably he could have actually run with the role a lot longer than most of them, even longer than Roger Moore, because Roger Moore I think had the longest run.
Maybe.
Let's see. Let's see.
Daniel Craig has the longest tenure.
But prior to that, who was it? Because I could have sworn we had a lot of Roger Moore. Or it could have just been that I was a kid when those ones were coming out, and so I got a lot of that.
So Roger Moore is the second with 12 years. Daniel Craig at 14 years. Pierce Brosnan at 7. Connery at 5 years, but he did like a movie a year.
Yeah, so he had 5 movies.
Timothy Dalton had 2 years. And then George Lazenby from '69, and Sean Connery in '71 before he had the 5-year stint. So Sean Connery got the role, left the role, came back, and then did a long stint in the role.
Okay, so Craig right now at 15 years, but that's we've had just a couple. We haven't had as many movies as
No.
Connery did.
Yeah, I think we've got 3 movies?
Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace.
The newest one where he's still James Bond, but there's a new 007.
Oh my God! Now I got to come up with that. What did he do? What did Daniel Craig do? Because they're saying from 2006 to 2021. And if you haven't seen the Daniel Craig films, they're really good. I actually really enjoyed all the films, even the last one, which.
So Daniel Craig, Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, Spectre, and No Time to Die. 5.
Yeah, 5. So he's up there with Connery as how many movies were done.
Mm-hmm.
But Connery just did them consecutively, just boom, 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 pumped them out. So, all right.
But this is saying that he is the person who inspired James Bond, right? Isn't that what the thing I sent you said? Hold on.
Let
me pull this up. I don't have it up on my computer right now, so.
As far as what?
Hold on. I'm going to see right now.
James Bond money to fall back on. No.
No. Sorry, they're saying that he alternate reality. He could have been James Bond. But what I was telling you was Ian Fleming wrote James Bond based off of his cousin.
Yeah, you're telling me.
He was the coolest man alive, who had done the craziest jobs, who was in line to marry a prince or marry a princess, even though he wasn't royalty. And if anybody doesn't know, his cousin was Sir Christopher Lee, and that's who James Bond is based off of. Is personality-wise, he's based off Christopher Lee, and then obviously he's a 00 agent in the
in story.
Yeah, in the stories. So, but could be good, man. I mean, I would love to see Cavill do a Bond movie. Even if it's just one.
I think, you know what, now I think he could pull it off a little bit more because he is more seasoned and he's older. That one, it's almost like we're watching a James Bond Jr. film if we had him at 2006.
Casting Cavill now would be the perfect time to put him in a Bond movie because of his age. He's got that experience, the life lessons to make him a believable seasoned agent. Casting him at the time of the interview would be like putting Tom Holland in the role, being like, "You're 007, do this thing."
Well, they put Tom Holland in the freaking role of what's his face from Uncharted,
but closer to his age. You know what I mean? Like that character is supposed to be in his late 20s, early 30s. Yeah. So I see why they went that way, but I don't know. 007's always been written as an established person, you know, and you're not well established at 25.
No, definitely not.
But you know, mid to late 30s, early 40s, that's a perfect Bond type person to play. And I think this guy's late 40s?
Cavill right now?
Or he's in between mine and your age or some shit like that?
No, I think he's in between us. He's not late. Yeah, I don't think so.
41. So he's a year older than me.
Yeah, so he's in between us. So yeah. Right now is a good time that they should pick him up and play Bond. So
But I mean, he was in The Man from Uncle. He was in the Mission Impossible movie.
he was in
I
The Witcher. He's, I
Yeah,
mean,
well, I mean, to lend to why we should allow him to play this role, those
oh,
movies would be perfect because they kind of fit that genre of movie. You know what I'm saying?
well, so I don't know if you saw the movie Argyle, which it was horrible as it is. It was a horrible, horrible movie, but he plays a secret agent in that movie. He's a made up secret agent, but he does a great job of it. I could see him as Bond after watching Argyle. But Argyle, don't watch Argyle. Just
I'll probably watch it just because it sounds horrible.
dude, it's so bad. I'm
So
like,
Ricky asked who we would pick as a new Bond, and then he said he could see Scott Eastwood.
ooh,
And even though that would be a great pick, I don't know that they would ever cast
an American actor.
outside of English actor.
Nah,
Like it has to be a British actor.
yeah,
Um, Now, to say that they wouldn't is a huge stretch, but I think that most people who would be directing a film would be like, no, he has to be a British actor.
uh-huh.
As I think Scott should be so many other characters. You know what I mean? There's so many good characters that he could be.
Yeah,
Um, and I would love to see Scott Eastwood in a comic book role, just
yeah.
because he's so dynamic and he's like his dad. He's got that chiseled face. You know, he looks like he's drawn for a comic book.
I can see that.
um, they'd never do it, but I think Idris Elba would be a fucking phenomenal 007.
Which there was rumors that he was in talks to possibly play at one point, but they said no. They didn't want to go that route. Um, man,
It's the same thing. He has to be a British actor, but he also has to be a white man because that's just who he's written as. That's what he's written as. There's so much to the character of 007 that it has to be a British fair-skinned male to play that character because he's just written that way. It's like Dresden, you know what I mean?
oh yeah, yeah. There's
Like
no. I can't see him
can't,
any other.
yeah, you can't give me some Puerto Rican dude who looks white and be like, "Yo, Hector, play Harry Dresden." Like
No,
it's just not going to happen.
nope.
Yeah, no one can say Stars and Stones and make it believable. Yeah,
Um,
Tom Hardy could be a good.
he could be, but he's too old now. I think he's too old. I would say that they'd have to bring in somebody just a little bit younger. Um,
I believe
what?
that it has to be someone a little bit younger.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of. God, I can't really think of.
I mean, unfortunately, he doesn't have the voice for it though. Like
No.
I think Tom Hardy would be not Tom Hardy. Tom Holland could be a solid pick when he gets into his mid to early 40, mid 30s to early 40s. He's like me. He's got a freaking high pitched squeaky voice that doesn't work for 007. You
No,
know what I
it
mean?
definitely doesn't.
I could never be 007. Not
I
even a voiceover because my voice doesn't hit the register.
so I typed up who could play James Bond, and I got some actors that people have mentioned before. Michael Fassbender, he's too old. I think
How old is he?
he's 47.
I don't think he's too old, but I don't see him as 007.
Uh, Killian Murphy,
Killian Murphy would be good, but he's definitely in the upper ages.
he's 48, but it's also I don't know. He it's the chin that just kind of throws me off for that. He's got a little bit too much of a pointy chin, I think.
The faces don't bother me too much, but I think, like I said, Killian Murphy is Irish, not British, and it kind of
Yeah,
draws that line for some people.
Tom Hopper.
I
He's
didn't know
British.
that.
Tom Hopper was in the uh, Umbrella Academy. He played the dude with the
Yeah,
big hairy
he's
forearms.
a little goofy for me, but I think he could do it.
He might be able to do it. I mean, he's a big dude, but he might be able to pull it off.
The dude from Reacher, dude, I do think that the guy from Reacher could freaking do anything.
Oh, dude, he's freaking. I love that dude. Like,
Um, Unpopular opinion, I think freaking Jon Snow could be a great 007. But shave the face,
yeah,
clean up the hair because he can't have that curly mop.
no,
And I think he would be a pretty good. Did you ever watch MI6?
nah.
It was a movie where he's in the MI6 unit.
Hmm.
He kind of looks like they plucked him out of freaking Game of Thrones and dropped him into this movie because his hair didn't change. But I saw parts of it. Never sat down to finish watching the movie, but he was pretty good in that movie, dude. Go watch it if you want to see why I think he'd be good.
All right, well, I'm gonna find that out.
Bad guy from Rebel Moon.
Dude, I tried blocking out that movie, so I don't know who you're talking about. That movie is so bad.
From Rebel Moon. Who is that guy? Screen.
Oh,
Yeah, he would be really good. Ed Skrein.
yeah, yeah. No, he's got the look. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, and the good thing for him is because Daniel Craig has already played the character as kind of like this beat up, grizzled looking dude, he would kind of slide right into that role.
Yeah.
Actually, Ed Skrein, I could see him in like a live action Cyberpunk 2077 remake where he plays the main character.
But all right, we're gonna move out of this because we're hitting our time. So that is it for
Things that make you go, hmm.
All right, man. Well, it's been a good show. We actually hit everything. We had some good discussion. I feel like we're starting to hit our stride again. We're finally moving through it, and we're like, boom. And it always takes us a little bit, a couple episodes to hit that stride at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, we've also got a lot going on, and the beginning of the year is always kind of slow for us.
Yeah.
Not a lot for us to do. There's not a lot of news happening, not a lot of releases happening. I could talk about the Nintendo Switch 2 every week if we wanted to because I'm following it so closely. But Ricky wants to know what's the next con we're going to. We've got some things in the works we're trying to get done.
Yeah.
But at the moment, I think LA is the only thing that's guaranteed on the schedule right now.
Well, Comics and Cocktails is on schedule too, but that's not till June now. It got pushed way out there. Still working on trying to get us into Pasadena. But that's in March. And of course, there's a couple others, like he said, that are in the works possibly to get us in. A lot of stuff got shifted due to the fires that went on over here. So,
Yeah. And not just over here, like not just for us as soldiers who got sent to that shit, but in the long run, like everything in LA is pushed to the right almost indefinitely, which is probably going to cause delays. And now freaking we're not going to get The Witcher 95 until 2030.
2020 till 2095.
Yeah. But to answer your question, Jurassic Park, dude, I love Jurassic Park. Anything that comes out Jurassic Park, I'm gonna watch it.
I don't know.
Movie-wise.
I don't think I could do it.
I'll watch all of the movies. I don't really care for the cartoons or the animated features that go with it, but I watch all the movies, dude.
I stopped at Jurassic 3, and then
I love dinosaurs and I love Godzilla. I will watch all that crap every time it comes out.
I got a dinosaur right here.
Yeah. Fossilized dinosaur.
Anyways, fool, take us out.
Between your legs still counts as a dinosaur.
All right. Take us out, man.
Yeah, so Ricky, I'm right there with you. Don't listen to Eugene. He's a hater. Go ahead and follow us at the links below. Share, like, comment. If you like what we're talking about, please shoot us an email, shoot us an Instagram post. Instagram's the quickest way to get a hold of us. Eugene is on there a lot. I am on there occasionally, but we do answer, respond back. We started a lot of conversations. If you guys went through our thread, you'd be like, dude, how many combos are open right now? Don't worry about it. A lot. But please share us if you know people who are into what we talk about, or even if they just like what we talked about today. Share this video. Who knows? They'll come back and look at our ugly mugs again. But go out and hit our links in the bio. I put them earlier in the chat. You can find links to Project Wish Upon a Star, Darren and Veronica. They are the first people that introduced us to a lot of things, and they also helped us. Don't forget to request more Ricky Redbeard. Yes, please request more Ricky Redbeard for more videos from now on. But they hooked us up with our first live event and have kind of kept us afloat when we had nothing to do. They were there for us. So we do a lot to promote them. Go check them out. They do a lot for young kids. They do a lot for, well, not even young kids, just young people in general who have, life-threatening illnesses and can't make it to cons. They bring it to them. Tim also works with them. He's a great friend. Go check out the Golden Apple Foundation. Check out Comic Books for Kids. Check out Stack Up. These are all people that we have looked into, and we feel like they're doing good things, so we want to continue to do those things. Ricky, we love you. Stop ruining my outro, man. You're killing me. But check them out. Please, 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 if you can, donate. Links are in the bio for all of that. And catch us next week. We will be back, hopefully on Wednesday, but scheduling is always a mother, so we may or may not be there on Wednesday. But check us out next week. We'll be on your screens someday at 7:30-ish, because we're never on time. Check us out next week. Same bat time, same bat channel when the freaking saga continues.